Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Contest of Speed, here for the EU2 race tonight. We're racing at the lovely Shanghai circuit in China. Obviously, we are a bit delayed, and I apologise for that. That is my fault. But obviously, we're moving on. I'm the Penny Penguin, and in the comms booth is Matty Robbie. Good evening. How are we?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm all right. If I could access EA servers, that would be fantastic. As funny said, it's all gone slightly horribly wrong, but it's fine. We've started. We're here, and
Yeah.
we should be in China having hopefully an excellent race this evening.
Yeah. Obviously, I've been slightly delayed, so apologies for all that. But I am now here, underway. We've got 12 racers in this lobby. Not sure if anybody's joining late. Obviously, Matty is having a few issues getting into the lobby.
Connell's going to be joining, so it should be 13. But yeah, it's but it's fine. We'll get sorted.
Yeah, we should get sorted.
We'll let Piney go and sort himself out if he needs to, but
Yeah.
I can use the stream, Piney. I can just see everything that's going on, which is fantastic.
It's currently on Charlie, so because obviously I need to get back.
I will.
Charlie.
Charlie ran the snail section and on his obligatory mediums that he likes to use, as we've seen in qualifying this season. And he'll do this, and he'll probably go on a set of softs later on in the session. One of our championship protagonists. We've got not many rounds after tonight. It's round 9, and we have a 12-round calendar, so it'll be 3 races to go after this evening. When we head to the likes of Singapore, we go to Silverstone as well to help round out our season. And Charlie has done a 32.2, and Stelcho has done a 31.5, so 7 tenths between the front two. Malvin hasn't come out as of yet. We've got the likes of Tay, Pipe Tech, setting a lap. Connell has now joined us, which is fantastic. So we're up to 13. D Summers is out. Pipe Tech and Andre are reserving this evening. Pipe Tech's in the Haas. Andre in the Mercedes, like he has been pretty much all season, because Charlie's not really had a teammate. Tay has gone into second with a 31.8. And so there's a bit of a gap between, but that is more than fine. I'm hoping when Piney returns, I can somewhat sort things out. That's right. Pipe Tech's done 33.2, and that'll be.
Are you in yet?
Nice. No.
Oh dear. This is not the best if the co-coms can't get in.
I was fine 25 minutes ago when I set up the lobby. It's working.
Oh.
Oh, brilliant. So I've got invites for a session that no longer exist, apparently.
Are you online?
Hang on. We have movement.
Oh,
I'm
you've joined the
session.
lobby. Let's go. Right, let's... Obviously, I would have done a track map, but obviously did not have time for it. I'll just get all these on. There we go. Right, who's is on our lap? Obviously, Charlie's invalidated, so I assume he's coming in at the end of the lap. And this lap. Got Sid and Destructor on that lap. So Destructor's about to start one. So we're right on board with the man in the McLaren.
Oh, right. There we go. Right. Of all the ones that we've had done recently, this has been the stressful one this evening. We've been very efficient, this season.
No, we have. We've been efficient this season, but obviously tonight we've been all over the place. Obviously, I will apologize. It's completely all my fault. I was playing a short map bowls match tonight, and I thought it'd be done about 8:30, 9:15, but somehow we had to replay a couple of ends, so that made the match go on longer, so it didn't even finish until exactly 9 o'clock, and then I've just been rushing to get home and get sorted.
No, that's all right. I was dusting off the cobwebs and getting the PlayStation comms account out and making sure that it was all linked to Twitch, which it still is. So there's good news for the admins if they're listening to this. The COSCOM account does still work, just so you know, as the PlayStation one. So as a final worst case scenario, we've done some research and some crowds testing, but it's okay. It's fine. We've got everybody's here. All 13 drivers and the 2 commentators, which is fantastic, and less than 10 minutes to go, Piney. And breathe, man.
Yes, I'm trying to breathe. Obviously, I said I've been rushing and running around. As Destructor here is now coming to finish his lap. Up to line, what's it going to be for the man in McLaren? It's up to 4th for now. Just behind Tay. Currently, fastest man on track is Stelger doing a 1:31.5. Just trying to think, what did I do yesterday on E3? I think I did a 31.7, I think.
I was literally looking at...
Oh, Sid has now gone to the top of the timing boards. The man in the Red Bull is man on a mission. Obviously, man had his win a couple of weeks ago taken away from him after Stewart's stepped in. So man is looking to try and get a win this season, and is off to a good start here in China, getting provisional pole by 3/10 over his own teammate, which is pretty nice. Obviously, his teammate is on an outlap, so that could all change. We've got both Alpines out on an outlap. We got championship leader here just starting a lap, Malvin. Well, I'm pretty sure he's championship leader.
Yeah, he's currently leading by 14 points in the championship after Qatar last week. A big 26 plus points for the Alpine driver. It's really now between Malvin and Stelcher, really. Charlie's had a couple of not so good weeks and is lagging slightly behind. He's 42 points, Piney, which is all right, but we've only got 3 races to go after tonight, so it's going to be pretty hard work.
Yep, obviously Melvin last week started from the back row of the grid and got the win in Qatar with an astonishing drive. The man was like up to P5 after 2 laps, which was amazing. So we'll have to see what this man in the Alpine can do tonight. Obviously, he's coming onto the big long straight here. Obviously, he's got a massive long straight here, and then I've got a very heavy braking zone at the end for the second to last corner hairpin. I am awake, Akko. Leave me alone.
Wakey.
I'm definitely awake tonight. I'm not going to be yawning like I was last week, because obviously yesterday I was doing a lot. Obviously, like everything's pumping up. So anyway, Malvin in the Alpine. Where's he going to go? It's up to 2nd for now. 2 attempts behind Sid.
Yeah, Charlie's out on his soft run, but he's not really making the impression I thought he would be so far on this lap. He's only 3 attempts quicker than his medium run that he did, so he's looking at the high 131s, which is going to put him down towards the 3rd row of the grid, maybe the 2nd row of the grid. Needs a good final sector, which is difficult because essentially it's one big straight.
I also just realised, doesn't Sid have a fractured wrist or something right now?
He has literally just put in the comments saying he has got a fractured wrist, so I would guess
How
that
the heck have you got pole then with a fractured wrist? Are you driving one-handed, Sid?
I am going to put a story. I'm going to leave a story out there for you. It's story time now. We had a guy called Al Katir that used to race here back in season 2 or 3. There's probably a couple of people kicking around that would have known him. He used to race Italian Formula 4s, and he slipped out of his car one week, and he fell on his wrist and broke his wrist. He then adapted his wheel so he had both the clutch panels that he needed and something else on the left-hand side of the car, and essentially drove it one-handed. To make this all impressive, he then drove in E1 and blitzed the field by 20 seconds when it had the likes of Vaporizer and Co in it. So, yeah, you know, it is doable, but freaks of nature seem to be very good at it. And Sid's not done too bad.
Yeah, well, he's just been pipped by his teammates, so it is a Red Bull front row at the minute. Obviously, his teammates pipped him by almost a tenth. Oh, where's Lanky is not happy with his lap, so he's back into the pits. We'll go on board with Andres here. EU3 reserve.
Well, I'm going to pretty much call him EU2 full time at the moment. He's reserved every week in the Mercedes seat that has been spare, left for Charlie to help Charlie out for the Mercedes. I'm very glad that he's in my constructors. He'll do all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he races for Mercedes in EU3 as well, so that is good. If the seat was open, he would get it, and the man is up to 7th. But yep, as you say, man has reserved pretty much every single week in EU2. I think I would have probably done the exact same thing if there was somebody else who would have done comms for EU2, but well, there wasn't a start season, but they left they left after one race, and then I was like, I'll volunteer myself. I don't need to race in EU2.
Yeah, Piney's had to put up with me the rest of the season after I scared somebody for the first week, and they never returned. Andre's currently sitting 8th in the EU2 Championship on 42 points. He's the third highest. No, sorry, he's the second highest reserve after Grelis as well, because Grelis has been unfortunately part-time with us this season.
Yeah, I've only seen him race probably like 4 of the. Well, actually no. I think last week was his 3rd, maybe.
That was his 5th race last week. He's got 51 points, which is a good number.
I just seen in chat, which has made me giggle inside. Destructor saying Piney was expecting the Destructor to return, so left the seat for me. Yes, yes, it did.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah, I knew it was only a moment of time before you were back. Oh, D Summers is off the session.
I've got it.
Yeah, because I know you were sitting out season 14, and I was like, if I know Destructor, he'll be missing the action and be back for season 15 at some point. Obviously, he joined pretty much halfway through, so yeah, I was about to say you probably missed us too much. That's why you've come back. obviously as well, it's nice to see you back racing. What is got 2 people out on track. I assume it's the other Williams that's on the track. Yes.
Connor.
Yes, D Summers has got the bug. So D Summers will be taking no further part in this session.
Wait, what? There's a bug?
Yeah, there's a bug. If you spectate him quickly, he's on the track. He's P9. If you spectate him quickly, his car is teleporting backwards. So, yeah, he's taking no further part in the session. He will not be able to take control of that car. Unless miraculously he somehow does. But there is no way he could take control of that car. Because I've seen this bug happen twice already this season. It happened earlier in the EU2, I'm pretty sure. It happened earlier. And it also happened in EU1. And I've also seen it happen in another racing series as well. And this bug has occurred. So he will not be able to take control of that car. So, yeah. The D Summers is screwed until after the race starts. So he will not even be able to change his I don't know. Well, I don't know. Depends. He might be able to if he's in a session. But anyway, that's unfortunate. And the worst thing as well, where his car is very distracting. Because he's on the apex of turn 6. And Destructor's now put in a chat. If I get a podium, it's for you, Piney. Oh, thank you, Destructo. Like, I want to see you back on that podium, man. Like, you missed out at Monza in your first race back by 1 place in the end. And obviously, you didn't really have the best of times last week in Qatar. But I still believe you finished in the points, so I expect a podium with these 4 races to go. Because we got 3 more after this one. So, obviously, just riding on board here with Havoc Connor. He's currently set in 5th. And is 2.5 tenths up and has done a personal best in the middle sector.
We've got some fabulous races left. Singapore next week. Get your UGG boots and your Wellingtons on because it's usually pretty wet round there. We head to Silverstone for the penultimate round, and then Kota, which has provided many magical moments for season finales in contest speed history. You have to look back to the COVID generation of drivers for that.
Yep, you definitely will. Anyway, Havoc Connor, almost a 5.5 tenth improvement. Man is stuck that Williams, currently in P3, is 300ths behind Sid. What a lap there from Havoc Connor.
I'm pretty sure Sid's just matched his time, and when we say it's usually within a tenth. No, Sid has matched his actual time.
And that is a long purple middle sector. So he's actually set the fastest middle sector of anybody.
Yeah, he's only got a 10th upload, so he's matched identical first sector. Only not even a 10th, it's 100th up through the middle sector. So it's basically the last sector is where he's going to have to make the big improvement.
Yep. Sid with a fractured wrist, coming out of the last couple corners here, coming up to the last corner. He needs this to be absolutely perfect if he wants to beat his own teammate to pole position. He's coming out the last corner, foot to the floor, just flies up and up to the line. It's provisional pole for Sid and that Red Bull. Now we'll have to wait to see what happens between Steljo, Melvin and Charlie. Obviously, we've now had Pipe Tech come across the line.
Stelcho's matching. Charlie is... I couldn't see the split, so it's going to be pretty tight.
Yep, Charlie coming out the last corner. Oh, sorry, Melvin's in the 30, so Melvin has denied Sid.
Oh, Charlie's invalidated.
And Charlie's invalidated. Where's
I would have done a 31 flat.
Steljo's invalidated!
They both did it out of the last corner. Charlie would have done a 31-0 through that last corner. I have it. Connor is going to finish.
Coming across the line. Robstar up to 7th. Andres here. No improvement. Destructor, where's that man going to go? Up to 7th. And then, obviously, Havoc Connor, obviously, the last one to cross the line. But, damn. Sid, the man with a fractured wrist was denied in the end there by Malvin. Malvin is a man on a mission.
Thoroughly impressive by the times between everybody else. It's been pretty tight qualifying. A couple of gaps here and there, but it should mean we have a very interesting race. We saw some very weird and wacky strategies last night. Don't mention any names, but it was down at Haas where we saw people use the soft tyre for the first stint, which I wouldn't be using it around here. But yeah, then we saw the medium and hards get to work for the majority of the race. Oh, it's very overcast.
Oh, that is very overcast. So we could see possibly some wet weather on the horizon. I can tell you from how it went in EU3 yesterday. There was rain scheduled, but it was at the very end. But luckily for us, it finished no rain whatsoever. So it could change. And yeah, Destructor, I have checked it. I've pinged you, so have a quick look. So we'll have to have a gander what's gonna happen. So obviously Malvin will lead Sid away from the front row, and obviously wouldn't count Steljo out. Man is currently 3rd, and I believe Havoc Connor kept hold of 4th, so he could be pretty rapid in Nat Williams today. So we will have to see. So now this is where I ask you, Matty, before we start, who's your money on today?
I will be going with Stelcho for today. He has been a very consistent driver throughout the season so far.
Yep, him and Malvin have been very consistent all season long. But I think
they're also consistent, but they also don't pick up penalties as well. That's the
Yep,
The on-track
definitely.
ones are very important.
But obviously, I think I've got faith in my McLaren boys, Yeet and Destructor. I feel like they could pose a threat today, especially Destructor. Mine is currently starting 7th. I've seen quite a few people win from 7th on the grid, but you never know. We could have those safety cars that could happen. Obviously, yesterday didn't have any. But anyway, lights are on. We got five red lights. And away we go now for the Chinese Grand Prix. It looks like it's a bit of a poor getaway there from Malvin as Sid and Steljo look to try and go down the inside.
The squeeze.
The squeeze, yeah. Oh, that's why. Malvin's on the opposite strat. So Sid's going to try and go around a long way around.
Oh, contact!
Contact there between Sid. I think Sid left plenty of space there. But Malvin got very lucky and he spun again. So Malvin's got to do all the work again from last. He's got to go from last to first.
Contact between the Williams and the Mercedes.
Yep, I saw that. Havoc Connor's lost a bit off the start. Rob started big. How has Rob got from, what was it, like P8 to 4th? Rob's had a fantastic start. What is this?
Just watched everybody collide with each other and then be like, oh, thank you. I'll just go through. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Charlie trying to be opportunistic on Rob there. Now is on the back foot. Havoc Connor, one of, well, half the field are on the hards. Havoc Connor, D. Summers, Connell, Lanky, Andre, Malvin, all on the hards. Everyone else is on the set of mediums. So we have a nearly 50% split grid, which should be very interesting.
It will be very interesting.
For the second half of the race.
Yep, because I could tell you from yesterday's... as Charlie is up to already past Rob and up to P4, as Tay is trying to push Stelja for the corner. Looks like Havoc Connor's going to go past Rob as well. And yeah, Rob's having a dreadful last sector. He's lost 2 places. Charlie massively wide out of the last corner there. But so Sid leads here on the first lap from his own teammates as a Red Bull 1-2. And then obviously the sister team of the Red Bull with Tay in 3rd. And then Charlie 4th. And Havoc Connor into 5th. So this is looking very, very juicy. Obviously, Malvin did start pole, but with a bit of contact with Sid, and then got on the grass again, spun his rear wheels, has dropped off the back of them massively. But everyone's pretty much within DRS of each other. Pretty much. Obviously, Havoc Connor's just dropped out of it, but I think he could probably just get back into it. But the front 4 look to try and break away from the rest of the field, and Malvin's already within 1 second of Andre almost. So
yeah, he has. Charlie's just gone past Tay. Oh,
and he's,
Charlie track it.
Yeah. So I wonder
passing Tay.
I wonder if Tay's made a mistake then slightly to warrant Charlie getting past him with the grace of ease. This has also brought Havoc Connor back into DRS, so everybody's in DRS of each other.
Yeah, we could see. Oh, the Red Bulls working together. They are.
Yep.
Kind of.
I hope these guys are in a VC with each other. And Destructo is now past Rob. Destructo on the move.
Oh, Rob's completely outbroke himself.
Oh dear, oh dear. Has he done a Lance Stroll?
He just literally gone straight on.
So yeah, he's done a Lance Stroll. He said about that yesterday with me, because I did the exact same thing at that hairpin, and he's done it today. So that's
well, look how. I was gonna say, look how tight it is. We saw this for anyone watched the esports event. How close it is between. It can be between the cars round here, especially because you got the long DRS straight at the back. Rob's retired on track and left the session. That is definitely a mechanical issue, setup-wise, if I've ever seen it. Oh, he said he's going to have to restart his game. He doesn't realise it's retired him. I'm going to have to let him know that. He won't be happy.
That is unfortunate for Rob. That is unfortunate. Due to a game glitch, man has been retired by the game, so that will suck for him. But one thing I can say is the front 4 here have definitely broken away again from Havoc Connor, but Havoc Connor does have Destructo for company, and Destructo has gapped Connell, but I think Destructo was just in DRS of Havoc Connor before he dropped out of it, so we'll see if that rear wing opens. Yes, it does, so he was in effect in it. So change of lead again. The Red Bull switching places. D Summers up to 7th. Nice move there on Connell, but a bit deep. So will he keep the place? No, he drops back behind Connell. So these guys now 2 seconds off the back. And Destructor needs to try and catch up as Sid and his teammate are again doing the old switcheroo. I probably wouldn't be doing it at turn 1, boys. I'll be leaving it for the straight. Pablo's turned up and his Insta got ads. Right, no jinx. Oh wait, I'll have to wait until Pablo's finished with the ads, and I'll be like, Pablo, please don't jinx the Mercedes boys. But Malvin is not moving at all. He's still at the back of the field. He's struggling to get through the field.
Yeah, they kind of got. As I said, they're in a DRS train last lap. There's been a break because Havoc Connor's dropped off the back, but Destructo hasn't quite got it. So they're stuck behind these Summers at the moment.
Oh, big slide for Charlie!
Oh, Charlie, no! Pablo! It's always you when you turn up.
Oh dear, this is bad for Charlie. Obviously now he's going to go back up the inside of his own teammate, but it's gone deep! Which has now compromised his teammate, and Melvin's going to go around the outside! And Charlie again with a small slide, and that's compromised Melvin. He's gone back to the back of the field! Oh dear, Charlie's screwing over his own teammate! Oh dear,
what a terrible lap. Tay's getting a bit tetchy behind the 2 Red Bulls. Andre is trying to get past Malvin and Charlie then. This is a battle we'll see towards the end of the race as well, as the 2 strategies will converge at some point. Charlie making a mistake. Connell passed Lanky because you think Lanky went wide through the last corner.
Yep, he must have done. Pipe Tech is also on the back of these guys.
It's all getting.
And D Summers has actually gapped them really nicely. So with that fighting between Connell and Lanky, D Summers has gapped him by a second and a half, almost 2 seconds, as Connell has a small slide there. But Havoc Connor has just dropped off the back of the front 4 completely. But he's maintaining 4th place and he's keeping ahead of Destructor right now. And obviously Destructor has gapped D Summers. Malvin has passed Andre in a very unorthodox position.
Yeah, I think Andre got a little bit out of shape.
Oh, Malvin, bit too much curb there. He almost lost the rear. We don't want to be doing that.
Oh, Charlie! Oh, at the back of Andre. I don't know if that's damage or not. I think Andre was trying to let him through. Again, in a very unusual. There's people trying to let people through.
There's no damage on Charlie's car.
Oh, he got away with
Malvin gonna
that.
Try and go around, send one round the outside of Pipe Tech here on this long looping right-hander here. But almost did it. But obviously now we'll get the benefit of that DRS. Well, obviously he's gonna try and if he can get the lanky one as well. But
the Red Bulls are swapped. Tay's just let them know that he's there. You know.
Charlie on the inside here of Malvin. Charlie and Malvin here squabbling over the last point position. Obviously, this is not what we expected the action to be. Obviously, Charlie having to back out of that move. But I assume we'll try it again down into turn 1. Both of them have benefit of the DRS, but Charlie on the softer two compounds is trying to look to make a move. Because obviously, I expect the medium runners to start coming in.
Oh, Tay got a little bit out of shape. Sorry, Piney. Tay got a little bit out of shape. He's managed to stay within his quite comfortable battery rise compared to these guys. So is Stelcho, because he's been really good at that this season, especially the end of last season. The gap to lead, so for the likes of Malvin and Charlie, is about 9.5 seconds. So they're not out of it, but it does make it very difficult. But Malvin has that advantage because he will go on to the medium tire towards the end of the race.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this, from EU3 yesterday, people would be pitting around lap 10 to 13 from mediums to hards. And then if you're on hards, you'll be pitting around lap 16 to... 15 to 18. That's what I did yesterday. I think I did 17 laps on the hards before I pitted.
Yeah. Charlie's going to go around the outside of Malvin. No, that's not going to get done.
No, I can see it in the back, see him squabbling in the background. Steljo anyway, ahead of his team, and Tay has just clattered the back of Sid.
Oh, Pipe Tech's aggressively defending the inside. I like it. Malvin gonna go, half spin for Charlie.
Charlie. Right, we know exactly who to blame. Pablo, it's all your fault. And you know it is as well, Pablo. I should not watch an EU2 stream ever again. No. We want you here, Pablo, but you're just jinxing your own teammates.
Sorry, Pipetek's trying to hold it around the outside to Malvin. Good effort from the EU3 reserve. Oh, it's Charlie.
Charlie just being impatient. Charlie just being too impatient. And no, it's still not got damage.
There's a reason why I said you're 9.5 seconds off the lead. It was more to say you're still in the race. You got to play the long game.
No. We cannot blame you for this, Pablo. No, from what we've witnessed from Charlie for the last 2 laps, Charlie's only got himself to blame. It is not.
I think especially for that one.
Yeah, that is all Charlie's fault. So now he's going to try and catch 3 seconds to Pipetek and Andre, the 2 EU3 reserves. Obviously, here at the front, Sid still in the lead, still looking for his first win.
That was very aggressive from Sid. Really darted to the inside quite early on. Yep. Tay's moving about, but from what we've seen, just hasn't. Oh, big chop back across.
Yeah, that's a big chop. That is a big chop there. If I was Tay, I would not be happy there at all.
I would not be happy with that as well. Connor's just made a move on Lanky for 7th place. That's important. They are on the same strategy.
Yeah, I could also say as well, D Summers has really caught up to the back of Destructo here. Obviously, Destructo is on the medium tyre, so he's really struggling to keep up with Havoc Connor. Obviously, I understand why Havoc Connor was dropping back from the front 3 because he's on the opposite tyre. But now, at this point, these mediums will be starting to struggle, but not bad. I expect it like lap 10 they'll even struggle even more, and these hard runners should easily make up the places as Lanky has got past Connell.
Yeah, D Summers actually not dropping off the gap to the lead. The gap to the lead is 4.5 seconds.
Sorry to butt in there, mate, but Connell just trying to go around the outside here at turn 7, which now be the inside line for turn 8. Turn 8, contact there, but he's got the move done. And obviously, Lanky lucky not to get wing damage there.
Yeah, but Malvin arriving on the scene.
Yep, he's caught up to these guys. Obviously, as well, Connell was trying to do a switchback on Lanky at turn 6. Didn't get it, but was on the outside for turn 7, and which then came the inside for turn 8 and got the move done. Obviously, we're going to keep on board here with this because Connell's teammate is behind him.
Yeah, D Summers has to get this move done for Destructo yet. Because he's got held up through the middle sector there, and he was closing in on the leaders. His next stop is his teammate.
Oh, Malvin contact with his own teammate and the Lanky one. So that is not going to be helpful. Malvin getting caught on the Lanky one there, which then inadvertently colliding with his own teammate. So Malvin gets the two places, but realistically, I don't think his teammate's gonna be happy with that. And neither will the Lanky one.
We could see moves down here into turn 1.
Yep.
There's Connell. Could be Lanky as well because Malvin's forced wide.
Yep, he definitely is forced wide. Lanky's gonna send it up the inside there, and it's now gonna have the outside line for turns 3 and 4. We're still gonna try and hold it round, but cannot quite hold it. Connell back up to 7th. Malvin down a place, and Lanky stays where he is. Unless he makes a nice move on the inside here. Nope, not quite.
Oh, Connor's gone very wide though, so it opens the door up for Malvin again.
Oh, Pipetek spinning in the background, and the Haas is in the grass.
I've just seen some lawn mowing business being done by Haas. So Connell's nearly lost the back end there, and Lanky's now all over the back of him.
Yeah, Connell is on the hard tyres though, so he shouldn't really be having issues.
Someone make a mistake up front because there was a lot of moving. Sid's all of a sudden at 8.5 tenths back from his teammate under pressure from Tay then.
Unless he's made a mistake, but also as well, Havoc Connor is actually catching the front 3. Like that gap a couple laps ago was 2 seconds. It's now it's 1.5, 1.6 right now. But that's because DRS.
Also doing the same thing at the moment. He's got the gap down to 4.4. It was up towards 5 when he got stuck behind Destructo. So the Williams on the move then.
To be fair, I wouldn't count these Williams out. I think right now when these guys all pit, Connell picking up the first one to pick up the 3 seconds. But
that's an
I
easy
think
one.
these two Williams boys are in prime position to take at least a podium, possibly a win, because when they pit, they'll be so much faster than these guys ahead. They'll be able to easily catch them up and
Charlie's
blitz through.
just
Charlie,
caught the back
stop!
of Pipe Tech.
Stop! Charlie, stop being so damn aggressive. Like, we cannot blame Pablo.
Pipe Tech went down the inside and Charlie then thought, I'll try and do the up and under, and then just turned in a little bit too early and caught the rear of him. These guys 16. So Malvin had got the gap down to 8.4 to the lead. It went up to 9.9 after he was squabbling with Lanky and Con. It's now back down to 9 again. So
Malvin is a man on a mission after having contact at the first few corners, which I think is probably his own fault, because I think Sid gave him plenty of room, and obviously he got on the grass, speaking of grass, Sid just went on the grass. That's going to open the door for his teammate, and possibly for Tay as well.
Tay's just sitting there. I think he's quite happy.
Yeah, I think Tay's just quite happy just to stay behind these two right now. Obviously, Havoc Connor's not catching as fast as the thing. And as I'm just looking over at the Twitch chat, Pablo says it's fine, I'll take the blame. No, you cannot, Pablo. Charlie is in 11th due to his own mistakes. Like, the man had the championship lead early in the season, but then just threw it, as now in his last few races, has just absolutely thrown it away. And that was basically a 2-horse race between Malvin and Steljo right now.
Charlie is in early, right, to put on a set of hard tyres.
I wouldn't be surprised. This is obviously expecting them to start coming in at the end of lap 10. And then I would say lap 13, I expect the last of them to come in. So I'm expecting probably Steljo and Tay to come in this lap, or maybe Sid and Tay. But I think Tay's in regardless this lap.
Yeah, these guys are going to have to think about coming in. Maybe the undercut could be worth the option.
They're going to come in soon, because Havoc Connor, I've just noticed, is almost within DRS of the front three here.
He's agonisingly close. Wasn't great through that double left hand. The detection point is after this corner. It's when they start going round the snail.
He needs a good double corner as Pipe Tech spinning again. Nope, he's just outside of the DRS. But he's in prime position. This man is currently, I would say, fastest man on the track right now.
I will have to disagree with you, though. Malvin, 7.6 seconds behind the lead, 7.3 seconds behind. He's on the charge.
Well, he is on the hard
tires. The Alpine.
Yep,
well, that's what I'm saying. This is
man on a mission.
What we want. He's
Charlie
the crossover point.
All right, let's see if anyone else is in. Looks like Sid is in. Oh, Tay stays out.
Steljo's in.
Steljo's in.
Right,
oh, but that's interesting. That's interesting. I actually thought Tay would be in as well. But no. Obviously, I knew Sid wouldn't be in this lap. Well, I knew one of the Red Bulls would be in. So
will Sid back Tay up into Havoc Connor?
Well, he's very, very close. Havoc Connor is... There he is. He's in the second. Like, right now, Havoc Connor, I would say, other than Malvin, is probably the fastest man on track. Obviously, Malvin being Malvin, that man is just too damn quick.
Yeah, he's definitely shown in the last.
Yep, it definitely has. Obviously, Sid holding on to the lead here ahead of Tay, but now Havoc Connor has joined them. So this man is cooking. Like,
yeah, Malvin's shown the last few races, Piney, hasn't he? The race pace has come. Oh, I say that.
Yeah, big. I just saw that in the background. Big slide from the Alpine. Big slide.
Yeah, the race pace has got better. He was good over one lap pace, and then couldn't put the race together the first couple of rounds. And now all of a sudden the race pace is coming together as I cue him sliding around and everything else. But
again, Tay.
Oh, it's Charlie. Charlie round.
Oh dear. This race has just gone from bad to worse for Charlie. I think that's his race. Pretty much
Who's going to do what?
Oh, the buffing.
Oh, they're going to follow each other in. Oh, he's gone deep. Sid's gone deep.
Tay trying to overtake him in the pits, but he's not going to get it.
We nearly saw Sebastian Vettel kind of moves here.
Yeah. Obviously, Destructo is in as well. Destructo is in. Connell's in. Man is on the hards. Why are you pitting off the hards after 13 laps? What are you doing?
Oh, must have taken inspiration from the esports drivers. Kind of super aggressive.
Yeah. Well, I saw this from Andre last night. He pitted like lap 15 off the hards, which I think was way too early. But yeah, right now it is a Williams 1-2 as we are on board here with the new race leader. Havoc Connor is in the lead ahead of his teammate. And obviously, we've got Malvin 4 seconds behind D Summers. But I think this gap will just get eaten alive. And I'm loving this helicopter shot I have right now. Why is it every time I pan to, like, sometimes the championship leader, I get a nice start. I know we got
Charlie, no.
So yeah, Charlie is not had a good day. So it's okay. It's okay. I was saying, Matty, you can't complain, Matty. You're just gonna get jinxed tomorrow by Pablo. So
yes, but I shall continue though, no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if I'm a lap down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because I'm brave or stupid.
As you got the same mindset I have. I will always finish a race.
It's a small grid. Of course I'm gonna do it.
Yep. Oh, that's Andre a bit deep, so Lanky's getting a free place there. Obviously,
Lanky.
Malvin here is not really gaining that quickly on D Summers. Well, he's just getting it in the corners.
Yeah, D Summers has dropped a little bit back from Havoc Connor, actually.
Oh, just noticed that, yeah. Thanks, Pablo. Just noticed that Sid got undercut by 3 whole seconds, apparently. So Steljo pitting 1 lap earlier came out 3 seconds ahead of Sid and Tay.
Sid and Taylor, here we go.
Yep, just gone on board with it.
Tay's going to try and hold it around the outside.
Yes, definitely.
I don't think Sid was helped, though, by having he wasn't particularly great into the pit lane, remember? He went really deep and then broke quite early. Yeah, so he probably lost a good second and a half there quite easily. So, yes, the undercut was strong, but Sid's in-lap was probably the big difference between himself and Stelcho.
Yeah. Obviously, as well, Malvin has taken about 6 attempts out of D Summers this lap. So, obviously, I assume when Malvin comes out, let's just get the gaps to the leader. So, obviously, I'm expecting Malvin, when he pits, to drop behind Destructo. But stay ahead of Andre. And then I'm obviously, when I can't speak. When Havoc Connor pits, I think he'll come out just either ahead of Destructo or just behind. And then D Summers will behind Connell when he pits.
Yeah, D Summers had a better lap this time around. Tay's ahead of Sid.
Yep, I'm still on board with this. As Sid's going to come back at him, though. Side by side here as it comes to the last corner. But Tay is ahead. Obviously, Sid will get the benefit of DRS and will make the move back into turn 1. But these guys really fight is not helping either of them. These two are both second and thirds. As Connell has got the fastest lap of the race of 1:34.262.
Tay is managing his battery so much better than Sid. We saw this in the opening stint as well. Yeah. And I just think instead of keep swapping with Sid, wasn't Tay trying to just burn the advantage that he has, just put away from him? Because he's shown good pace, unless he doesn't think he's going to be quicker than Sid, and he's just going to tow behind him. But he isn't then going to win the race like that, though, because Stelcho's off.
Yep, Steljo has got almost a 4-second gap to these guys.
Malvin's eaten away a little bit of this gap between himself and the Williams, but I thought he'd be breathing down their necks at this point of the race. To be fair to him,
he's not. Like I say, he's not getting as fast as much as I thought he would. Obviously, the front four here have not pitted. Obviously, both the Williams, Malvin, and Lanky have not pitted yet, where everybody else has. So obviously, right now you'll see that Lanky there and D Summers have gained 8 and 9 places respectively. But that's because they've not pit yet.
I'm glad you said that. Lanky's actually not that far behind Malvin either, considering Malvin overtook him quite early. Lanky's
in the pits. End of lap 15, which I think is a little bit too early.
So he's going to come out around the Andre mark, you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's going to come out either on Andre or just behind. Obviously, Andre was on the same tyre strat. If I just pull up tyres, yeah. So he's pitted one lap ago. So I think that's why Lanky's coming, try and cut off Andre. As here he comes up down the pit exit. As
it's gonna be tight.
Andre is literally coming now.
It's gonna be so tight.
But looks like he's
just enough.
Yeah. Andre's pitted one lap earlier and has got the place back on the Lanky one. So obviously Lanky, he was what 2 seconds behind Malvin. So yeah, Malvin will be definitely behind Connell, and I think so will everybody else.
Yeah, I'm expecting the front three to come in this lap. I was going to leave themselves far too much work to do for the final 12 laps.
To be fair, I'd expect either this lap or next lap.
Well, Stelcho's already got that gap down to under 12 seconds to the lead. So in terms of Malvin trying to win this race, it's 7 seconds, and that means he's going to have to gain 16 seconds in the last.
Charlie has made an appearance in chat and is already blaming Pablo. Charlie, I'm sorry, but me and Matty watched you. What you did was mostly your fault as Havoc Connor's down into the pits.
Pablo gets the first one.
Yeah.
I think you need to try and have a bit of a reflection upon yourself, because there was 1 or 2 moves there. Patience, child, patience.
Yeah, Charlie, you were just way too impatient. Oh, that's huge. Tay picking up 3 seconds.
Oh, Tay.
And I would have thought China, this is a track where you shouldn't really be picking up 3 seconds.
Well, it's literally the last corner. Oh, Connell down the inside of Destructor, sorry, their party, and the Alpine is up into 6th place, and as we mentioned earlier, has undercut the Williams.
No, Charlie, you're not rubbish at this track. We're saying because you got too impatient, you caused yourself to spin. Oh, Pipe Tech into the box and is retired. So 10 races left. So if you finish, you're guaranteed points.
You have got to get to lap 24, about sector 2, I think, from memory, and then you can have your points or point, depending on what happens.
While you're typing in all caps, Charlie, I'm going to ask you to kindly calm down, because that's
the worst place. But
you
worst place to say somebody to calm down.
I was to say, but him shouting at us is not the best.
Oh. Sorry, Connell, whilst Charlie's having a bit of a tantrum, Connell got out of shape by getting on the grass, out the stale, so he's lost a place to the Destructor and probably going to lose it to Havoc Connor as well, who is going to burn the battery.
Oh, that's on pit entry!
That is pit entry, yeah. That's on the inside as well.
And Malvin's also in. I forget you could pick up a 1 on pit entry. So that is kind of big. So obviously,
I'm guessing it's on the inside of it. That would be.
It is. So now everybody's pretty much pitted. D Summers and Malvin will probably come out, as I have a Connor here going past Destructo. Lanky get fastest lap of the race. Wait, is Destructo got front wing damage? Oh, Destructo has front wing damage.
So it must have been from when these guys came close together, because they have been fighting the three of them really, really hard.
Yeah, he definitely has. So now, Havoc Connor with Sid and Tay fighting at turn 6 here. Havoc Connor is on the charge here. Needs to get.
Crucially, D Summers is out ahead of Lanky and Andre. Malvin is behind both of them. So they both didn't get out ahead. Malvin is at the back, so he's got a little bit of traffic to contend with.
Yeah, so
sorry, carry on. That's quite crucial for the back end of the race.
Oh, it is, yeah. Obviously, D Summers coming out ahead of Lanky and Andre as well. So that's big for him, but obviously not that big for Malvin being at the back again. Obviously, right now, Havoc Connor here. He's almost under the 4 seconds behind Sid and Tay here. Probably fastest man on the track, other than Malvin, if he can get past Andre rather quickly, as you can see in the background, as Sid and Tay are swapping places.
Oh, it's going to get tight on the inside. Oh, but Tay's done it though.
Yeah, but obviously them fighting is losing them time to have a Connor behind. Obviously he's on the faster tyre, so he'll be like a rocket ship, as obviously Malvin's already passed Andre here, as have a Connor fastest up the rest at 1:33.648.
I was about to say that these two are fine losing time to Havoc Connor, but Stelcho's lead, I wouldn't say it's massively growing.
No, it's not. Oh, Sid and Tay here again, side by side as we're coming out of turn 4 and up to turn 5 here. Will he brave it on the brakes? He is going to.
Do it.
Tay on the inside. Oh no! Contact and Sid round! Contact and Sid is round!
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh no! Oh, this is just promoted Havoc Connor to the podium now, and he's got 2.5 seconds to catch the Tay. As
Connor's made a mistake. Sorry, Destructo's just gone past him. That's why.
Yep. As now obviously now he's dropped a full second off the back of Destructor, so D Summers is now right on the back. As Pablo in chat is saying W Sid. To be fair, I don't think that was Sid's fault actually. I think Sid was just pushed off the road too much there, I think.
That was the interlocking of wheels, classic physics.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't think it was too an aggressive a move from Tay. I think they're both being quite careful, but I think it's unfortunate that one. So opened the race up a little bit.
Yeah, that is
just a smidge.
Obviously now D Summers has passed Connell, so he'll be now chasing after Destructor, the McLaren man in 5th. Obviously, I just realised, thinking, where is Yeet Mix? I thought Yeet Mix was racing, but apparently not. That was my mistake, but well,
wasn't.
I'm just hoping Destructor can do well.
Oh, D Summers down the inside of Destructor with the superior grip, but Destructor's going to try to hang it out. Oh, switch underneath, Danny Ricciardo style.
Yep, Danny Ricciardo style, and also behind him, Connell and Lanky are now fighting as well. These two side by side, but see, Lanky has the inside line and will keep the inside line.
These two haven't left each other alone all race, by the way.
No, they have not. Obviously, as well, Connell's got his own teammate behind us. Malvin's just hit the back of his own teammate. So, Malvin here struggling to get through the pack here. But now he's going to try to go up the inside of his own teammate and has got it. Because Connell just let him through.
I was going to say, wasn't it these three that came to blows earlier on in the race?
Yes,
when Malvin tried to get past them. Slightly easier this time. He's going to be able to pick off Lanky as
Connell's making a mistake.
Well, but Lanky's got DRS to Destructor, who's got DRS, so it's not going to be straightforward for Malvin.
And obviously as well, he's got DRS to Summers, and Summers is now into the DRS of Sid as well. So we're now going to have one long train for 4th place here from Sid down to Malvin. Because D Summers is now inside the second of Sid, and will get benefit from DRS. And
can I just say,
he's broken away from Destructo.
Sorry, Polly. Can I just say, absolutely close racing between. Oh, Connell, why? Absolutely close racing between these guys. I was about to say, it's 12 seconds. Barring Andre's a little bit further, but it was 12 seconds between the entire field there at one point. It's been quite nice. They're going to go again though. Malvin to the outside of Lanky. He's going to try and get that thing stopped in time.
Obviously, Lanky on the inside will have the outside line for turn 7 here.
Oh, squeeze! There was contact, tyre to tyre.
Yep, there was tyre to tyre contact, but Malvin is through, and now he's going to try and look to get past Destructo. But
Destructo with that damaged front wing really suffering through.
Yeah, he is.
Past the right-handed corner.
Yep, he certainly is. So this is not helpful for Destructo, and I'm pretty sure he did get that damage off Connell, who is obviously now retired. Why he retired when he's pretty much guaranteed points, I do not know.
I do not know, indeed. We'll see a move definitely for P4 here. We may see one for 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yep, well, D Summers passing Sid here for P4. Looks
like
we have a free wide moment. Free wide moment, and Lanky gets a double move here.
Oh, he's going to have to get
Malvin's
it stopped.
cut the corner! Massive cut! Massive cut of the corner there for Malvin. So that's an instant 3 seconds.
Cut.
Side by side.
Last corner.
Round the outside. You don't see many people overtaking there. Obviously, well, neither of them have got DRS because they were side by side, but Lanky's just going back through, due onto.
Watch out, Destructo's going through as well.
And Destructo on the inside as well. These guys are all squabbling still over everything. Oh, Destructo a small slide. They're all squabbling over Sid.
Oh, D Summers and Sid They're
Oh,
taking each other off.
no!
Here comes Lanky and Malvin parting the sea.
Yep. There's now a 5-car battle over 4th again, as Malvin tried to go around the outside of Lanky One, and Sid managed to hold it around the outside of Destructo, but D Summers is ahead of this pack. So these guys squabbling have now dropped even further back, and I'm just gonna say we've got Havoc Connor. He's under a second now of Tay, so obviously Havoc Connor probably will try and go past this time around.
Oh, geez, they're both saving battery up, to be fair. I don't think there any risk, but Malvin all of a sudden was, 8th, 9th a couple of laps ago, and we thought, oh, he's going to really struggle to get through. He's now 5th and staring down the barrel of 4th place of D Summers. Can he escape the train? That is the question. But he's got no battery left. He's literally got the DRS. Williams is a shift. So I was going to say, that Williams is the bullet in a straight line.
Yeah. That Williams is really fast, but obviously Lanky's going to go around the outside here at the last corner.
Oh,
contact!
They're tapped.
They're tapped. The D Summers has lost another place to Sid, so he's dropped down to 7th. Obviously, with all these guys fighting now, they're like almost 8 seconds off the back of the top 3 now. So.
Also, Andre's only a couple of seconds behind these guys. He was nearly 5 seconds at one point.
Yep,
so it just proves, just stay yourself in the race, and all of a sudden Andre's going, oh yeah, you guys keep going, because if you take each other off the track, I'm just going to pick up a couple of places. Oh, Sid, then he ran into the back of Lanky.
Yep, he definitely did. He definitely did indeed.
Gap to lead is under 4 seconds.
It certainly is. Obviously, I assume Havoc Connor will probably try to go past Tay this time around. And obviously, he should be like probably like the fastest man on track.
Oh, Malvin's so close to breaking it. Oh, I'm not sure if he has.
No, I don't think he did. He was close to breaking it, but I'm pretty sure Lanky was still within a second on the line. We'll have a look.
If he did it by 1,000th.
Yep.
No, I didn't.
Havoc Connor is now ahead of Tate and into second place, and will now to try to hunt down Steljo. He has about now about 5 laps to catch 3.5 seconds to Steljo. He has. He could possibly do it because he is on the faster tyre right now. If I just bring up the tyres for you lot in the Twitch stream, he is on 7-lap-old mediums compared to Steljo's 12.
Sorry, D Summers and Sid had a little bit of a contact. They're going to go down, and D Summers down the inside of Sid. Oh, that's seen a car pinched once or twice there before.
Yep, and these guys fighting are just dropping even further behind the Lanky One now. Obviously, Sid could have been on target for a win, as those D Summers going down the inside here at turn 6. And is still side by side with Sid. Obviously not able to go around the outside there, but he tried it, but was unsuccessful. Sid maintains 6th place. So yeah.
Havoc Connor's on the move.
He certainly is. What is that? He's gained half a 10th on Steljo on this lap alone. What the heck?
I mean, Steljo's got some battery left, but it's not much more than Havoc Connor. It's all of a sudden on the move, but could Tay be spoiling the party and possibly going past Havoc Connor?
Nope.
No, he's going to stay tucked in behind. So the gap is 2.8 seconds.
That gap is certainly coming down. Like, could we see could we see something very unusual happen?
Oh,
could we see a Williams win a race?
Is Stelzo just toying with us and going, actually, boys, don't worry, I'm going to let you get close, and then I'm going to
bolt again.
Escape again, yep.
Yep, well, 4 laps to go. Havoc Connor is under 3 seconds, so if Steljo picks up a 3-second time penalty, could be Havoc Connor's race to win. And this is where Matty's going to do some investigation in the race director and tell me how many points these guys have.
Stelzo is squeaky clean. I already looked at that because I thought, well, can they pressure him into a mistake so he picks up a penalty? They're going to have to do a bit more of that. The reason why Tay did not overtake Havoc Connor, and I realised this early on at the start of the race, he was underfueled at some point. So he was possibly
so he's
lifting
saving.
and coasting, because why would you be doing that if you've got 3 seconds worth of time penalties and not overtaking?
Havoc Connor has made a mistake. He's dropped back out of the 3 seconds.
He has, but I think that's just because of where he's just naturally tried to recharge again. Havoc Connor is a couple of warning away, I feel, from picking up a penalty. And obviously, Tay still has got his one, so it's going to be tight. Tay goes down the inside into the last corner.
Yep, I think these two need to do some DRS swapping and try and catch up to Steljo. Obviously, with the DRS there, they've gained about 2 tenths, but they need to really go quicker.
Sid's overtaken.
Yep,
Sid's overtaken D Summers and
Havoc Connor going back around the outside, back into second. Obviously, these guys free to go. Yep, free to go.
Sorry, Piney, I've done it again.
What?
I was about to say, this only works in terms of the swapping of the places if you've got the faster car going through this section that Havoc, Connor and Tay are about to do. If it's the other way around, you ain't gonna chase him down.
No. Like, I would have thought Havoc Connor having the faster tyre, but I think that man will still be happy with a podium after having so far an abysmal season. I would have feel, and the Williams boys have not been doing well this season.
No, I think he should be fairly happy with that, to be fair.
Yeah,
but
he will be.
I know he's on the medium tyre, but we saw about this stage in the first stint, the medium's just starting to level out with the hards, and I feel we're just about seeing that.
Yeah, we are
at the moment.
Like, even if he finishes behind Tay, I don't think it's going to be an issue, because obviously Tay's got the 3 seconds. So I feel like Havoc Connor will be happy with second. Obviously as well, if Malvin could catch... I think there's contact there between Havoc Connor and Tay. That is not going to help, because obviously these guys want to try... Obviously, that's not going to matter anyway, because Malvin's like, oh, wait, I forgot Malvin's got 3 second time penalty, so Malvin's going to be nowhere to think.
Lanky, no!
Lanky, latest one to pick up the 3 seconds of pens.
About to say Malvin had a penalty, and all you had to do was just try and hang on and stick with him, and you would have been fine. Yep. So now he needs to try and get the gap between himself and Sid, which could happen because these three are still squabbling.
Yep, they're still
over 6th place.
Yep. And D Summers has got the time penalty, so why he's trying to squabble, I don't know why. Because man has got 3 seconds, so he's trying to squabble to force Sid into getting 3 seconds of his own.
Sid is currently on...
I would say 2 warnings at least.
Wowzers, hang on, I need to go and check. He's got 3 warnings on the opening lap.
And he's not got 3 seconds, so one of them must be for a collision with Malvin then.
2, one for him on Stelcho, and then him on Malvin. He's picked up 2 track limits, so he's 1 track limit warning away though.
Wow, so if D Summers can force him into a mistake,
Sid
he's gone wide though. Massively
there is
wide.
the mistake.
There is the mistake. Sid cracking under pressure, and is now dropped down to 8th behind D Summers and Destructo. Obviously, he will not benefit from DRS, where D Summers and Destructo will. Obviously, Destructo are not close enough to get the place, but I don't think he really needs to try and fight D Summers, because he will just get P6 anyway.
Fantastic news for Lanky.
Yep, that is, because obviously now these guys are all out of the 3 seconds behind him, so Lanky will keep hold of that.
Oh, there we go!
Oh, sits into
the pits. The pits as well! There it is.
And speeding, and... Why retire on the last lap, Sid? What are you doing? It's the final lap.
He does get his point, but I mean,
yeah, he will.
Would have
but
had
still,
more.
You would have had more. You freaking donut.
Yes. Good correction of words there, Piney.
Yes, I almost swore on this family-friendly stream.
Nearly fell through.
I nearly did.
Stelcho is leading the way then. He's put it in a hot lap. He's got plenty of battery left, 3.7 seconds. So he was teasing us a little bit.
He was,
Havoc
yes.
Connor and Tay. I think Tay may get Havoc Connor. It's going to be pretty close to the line then with these guys.
It's not going to matter. Obviously, going to ride on board here with the man who's currently in first. Obviously, I assume we'll probably have to go to third and second here, but obviously we can see him in the background here as we get a nice and lovely camera shot, and then we can see Malvin just coming into the background. And there's our Lanky as well, and there's D Summers. Oh, Malvin on the grass. But Tay's going to go to we're going to see Tay going down the inside here on the brakes. But he's a bit deep, and Havoc Connor's going to look to try and go around. Obviously, he's not going to be close enough as
Stelcho
wins. We got Tay and Havoc Connor going to come across the line. So Havoc Connor will be promoted to P2. Tay will get free. Malvin, after terrible start and having collision after collision, recovers to P4. Lanky picks up 5th. Destructor will pick up 6th for D Summers 7th. And then Andre will finish it off in P8. Two Spell Wizard just showed up in chat saying new regulation for next race. Retiring the pit lane means no classification even if 90% distance. Is that real or are you just thinking?
I get his point though. I think you should have to finish the race to classify you.
Yeah, I think you should, yeah. But
there we go.
I wouldn't right now I assume that Two Spell is joking because it was Sid who did it. So I wouldn't, unless there's an actual notification on the Contest of Speed Discord, I would not.
Wait and see.
I would take that as fake news, to be honest.
Piney, some big news in terms of the championship then. Ladies and gentlemen, with 3 races to go, we are down to 1 point.
I assume that's Steljo with 1 point behind Malvin?
Steljo is 1 point behind Malvin as we enter 3 races. Tay has jumped Charlie now in terms of P3 in the championship and will have jumped him by 11 points as well. So that changes once again.
Here we go then. Full classification then, quick before that the timer runs down. So Steljo wins with Havoc Connor and Tay join him on the podium. Malvin 4th, then the Lanky winner 5th, Destructo 6th, D Summers in 7th, and Andres the last of the finishers. Sid will still be classified even though he retired basically on the last laps in 9th, so he'll claim points. And then your retirees, Connell, Pipe Tech, Charlie, and then Robstar getting bugged out. So obviously now we will go to, I'll put the interview overlay on. So I would assume the top 3 will want to come forth
and say hello to us. I shall then plug away.
Yes, you plug away while I invite them.
Whilst you sort that out. If you want to watch some more Contest of Speed action, you don't have to wait too long. AM2 is kicking off in a few hours of time. More specifically, they are 9 PM Eastern. That is 2 AM UK and 3 AM Central European time. If the European time zone is more suiting to your viewing, you don't have to wait too long. There's more action tomorrow for EU1 at 9 PM UK time. The creme de la creme of the European region will be racing tomorrow. We share our evenings with AM1, so if you want to watch AM1 tomorrow, you're more than welcome to. They also kick off at 9 PM Eastern time, 2 AM UK, 3 AM Central European time, just like their AM2 counterparts. If Wednesdays at 9 o'clock is your viewing slot that you can make and you want to watch some racing action, just as exciting as it was at times this evening as well, you can come back next week to watch EU2. We are racing around Singapore. It will definitely be wet at some point because it always is. So that should be very exciting if Singapore, that does happen. It will be. It should be great. Once me and Piney have wrapped up this evening,
you'll have to invite
the stream will be on Twitch. Am I? Yes.
Yep, you're the owner of this VC, so you'll have to invite the 3 guys.
Oh no,
unless you transfer the host of it to me.
I am technologically inept. It's because it's like.
Or either that, or just leave the VC and I'll re-invite all of you. That also works too.
Yeah, that may be easier because I don't know how to do that. Otherwise, currently connected to.
Should be able to do it through my phone easier.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. That'd be so much easier.
Oh, yep. There we go. Invite Matty back into the VC first, and I'll. Oh, I think I invited the wrong Connor. I did. I invited the wrong Connor. For some reason. Hang on. If the other Connor joins, I'll thing. There's too many people in this server called Connor, so I've somehow invited the wrong one.
Hello.
There we go. There we go. Got the right one this time. Hello, Steljo. You'll have to wait a minute.
Yep. No problem.
So we'll have to see if Havoc Connor joins. Oh, there we go. There he is. And now we wait for Tay. See if Tay joins him in. Obviously, I hope Tay comes. Nice to hear from them. I've sent him right in the EU2 chat, so I will can ping them again. Because per se, if they don't join in a few minutes, we'll just move on. They have not had a response.
Who was third? Was it Havoc Connor?
No, Tay. Well, he finished third on track, but got second because Tay's penalty. I don't think Tay's joining, so. Well, we'll speak to the man in the Williams then. So then, Havoc Connor. I bet this makes you a bit happier. First podium of the season.
About time I was back up here.
Yes, definitely. So
I think last podium was Qatar season 13. I want to say.
Yes, I think it was. Yes, I remember that. So obviously you've had a bit of a torrid time this season. Obviously, very happy then to get a podium. So how did that race feel for you then, sir?
Yeah, pretty good to be fair. I'll address the elephant in the room while I'm here. If I did give Destructo damage, it didn't look like it from my POV. But if I did, then I apologise. I did go a bit wide and probably could have left a bit more space on the outside, but I couldn't see if there was any damage. So yeah, that's that addressed. But as for the race itself, I felt really comfortable. I normally do around China, but with the changes I made to set up, appreciate you Summers for the original one. Yeah, it just felt really comfortable. Like I was keeping a decent distance away from the top three when I got back into fourth, and so yeah, just pulled it back when I finally put onto the mediums, and just seemed to have a load of pace that I didn't think I had.
Yeah, because I say in quali, like when I first saw you jump up to, I believe it was second at one point, I was like, damn, Havoc Connor's definitely trying to cement himself as a contender for this race win. So qualifying went How did qualifying feel to you then?
Yeah, qualifying was good. I mean, I qualified third. I set an incredible banker that in a practice I did earlier today was only a tenth off the actual time I did in the practice I did. So I was really happy with that banker to start with, and then I managed to find another half second.
Yeah.
So yeah, even better. Wasn't expecting to be anywhere near the top 3 today. Never mind in the race or quali, but yeah, everything just seemed to click today.
Very nice. Anything to ask, Matty?
No, I was just going to say, I think he just found himself in the right place at the right time. I mean, there's a few guys that got impatient, that were quicker and then couldn't take advantage of cutting through the field. So it was a fairly sensible race. I just wanted to say he's doubled his points tally tonight in one race over the course of the season. Sorry to rub it in, kind of how tough you've had it, but you know, bit of positivity finally.
Yeah, it just goes to show how bad of a season it's been so far. But yeah, no, more than happy with this result, and Singapore next week, which is another good track. As long as as long as I don't throw it into turn 8.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. Obviously, I know for a fact, obviously being your friend, your Singapore is one of your favorite tracks. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't go as badly as Monday night's race did.
Right.
But yeah.
Anyway, congratulations on your P2 as we now move on to our race winner, Steljo. Qualifying, I feel, didn't go your way, did it really? Because I think you qualified third in the end, I think you did. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean... yeah, I mean, qualifying, I got a decent first lap, then on the second lap I was like all the time 200s down on my time, 200s down, 200s down. Then I was up a bit, but then I lost it again and invalidated also.
Yeah.
So yeah, but then on the last run, then I improved a bit. I don't remember how much.
I think I'm pretty sure you invalidated
it was enough.
Again.
Oh no, just kidding. I invalidated again.
Yeah, so, but you still had a pretty decent start though. From P3 on the grid, you managed to get past your championship rival in Malvin at the start. So I bet that gives you some high hopes for the race.
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling Malvin's gonna start on the hard. I was thinking about starting on the hard, but the thing is they're so slow in the start, and then if you get damage, you can't pit. So then I decided to start on the medium. Yeah, both me and Sid decided to do that, and then I don't know what happened in turn 2, but it didn't look, from me, like personally, not just because he's my teammate, from my POV it looked like Malvin's fault.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that because obviously you got past Malvin at turns 2, 3 because I believe it was collision between him and your teammate. Obviously, I believe you were right behind him, so you had like perfect view of that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. It's a bit downhill, so I didn't exactly see where the cars were, but yeah, I don't know. I guess from my point of view, it's just a racing incident.
And then obviously,
but yeah,
just want to touch on obviously when your teammate and Tay were all running away with this race, you decided to pit a lap earlier, which actually somehow you undercut both your teammate and Tay, so you got like a massive gap, and then obviously you just kept it. So are you happy with that?
Yeah, I mean the tires, they weren't terrible when I pitted, but I knew like they're much faster, and if the guys are fighting, then it's better that I pit because I'm gonna gain from that. And no one pitted when I pitted, so that was even better because they were still fighting. So yeah, I'm just happy with strategy, happy with the race. Yeah, not the fastest lap, but I'm still happy.
Yeah, obviously, because the fastest lap did go to Havoc Connor. Obviously, I just want to ask as well, However, Connor was catching you quite quickly towards the end. Were you worried at all? Just want to.
Yeah, I mean, he was on mediums, but the thing is with the mediums, like after lap 6, 7, they start to feel like shit. And like I had to lower the diff with I had to watch lower the diff with 20% just to even get grip out on the straight. Because the mediums go off really fast.
Oh, certainly did. Well,
But I would say it's a good drive from Connor. It's a good drive from Connor.
It certainly was.
Definitely.
Obviously, a big points gain for him. Obviously, big gain for you as well. But obviously, with Malvin only finishing P4, that does put you exactly a point behind, as Matty said earlier in the stream. You're now 1 point behind your championship rival with 3 races left. And this is now what I'm going to ask. Do you think it's going to come down to the final race?
I don't know. It depends on how the other ones go. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Because it's always like it's a bit of a gap, but still, like I can catch it, and when I catch it, then he's maybe gonna pull away a bit more, and then I'm gonna like it's hard to know what's gonna happen. But I look forward to both Singapore and Silverstone. Silverstone, one of my favorite circuits, so hope I can get good points there.
Oh, thank you very much. So obviously, that will be now end of stream. Obviously, we'll thank Havoc, Connor, and Stelja for coming for interviews. Obviously, congratulations for them getting the win and P2 respectively. Obviously, it's a thank you from me and Matty Rubber this evening. Obviously, we do apologise for starting the stream a bit late. That is down to me, nobody else. Obviously, I'll try to make sure it never happens again, but with my schedule, it could. So if it does, I do apologise in advance. Without further ado, it's a goodbye from everyone, and we'll see you in a couple of hours for the AM2 race, and I will see you again tomorrow evening, hopefully with Charlie, and hopefully he's in a better mood for doing comms, and he'll probably end up laughing at Matty anyway if Matty does bad. So without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.